I just made this whole entire, I did this whole entire problem, and I realized that I wasn't recording when, actually no, I did record it, the app messed up, so, that's so stupid. So, I'm just going to go through this and talk about it and point to stuff, because I already wrote it down, I'm not going to write it down again. Consider the function, there are two x-coordinates at which the first derivative equals the second derivative. Alright, that's nice. What is the sum of those two coordinates? So it's asking for the sum. That means we got to take the first derivative, and then take the derivative again to get the second derivative, and set them equal. Now here I have a product rule, or a product, so I'm going to use the product rule. But here I also have a chain rule, because e to the x, that's what I wrote here. E to the whatever is the outside function, the inside function is 2x. And then that's just a normal power rule. So I'll take the first derivative and simplify as much as I can. Notice what I do here. So I took the first derivative, first d second plus second d first, and I factored out the e to the 2x. That came out. So if I distributed that back in, I would get this piece and that piece. Then I noticed, oh wait a minute, those are just regular terms that, I mean I could actually combine like terms there. So I did. The 2x and the 4x I combined, and then I have that. So that was the first derivative. It's all nice and simplified and factored as much as I can. It's a very, very important step. Make sure that you're factoring and simplifying stuff as much as possible. That way, when you take the second derivative, it's a lot cleaner and there's less places where you can make a mistake. Then, to get the second derivative, well, maybe you should pause that and see, like when you're writing that down, pause it and see if that makes sense to you. Hopefully it does. Then, you take the derivative of that to get the second derivative. And I do the same thing. First d second plus second d first. And then, so, first d second plus second d first. And then I distributed that stuff to get that and combined like terms to get that. And, yeah, had the e to the x factored out right away. Or e to the 2x. Then, I still had to set them equal to each other. So that's what I did here. Now this part is very important. Here, this term will never be 0. No matter what we plug in for x, e to whatever is not going to be 0. If we plug in a negative, it just goes 1 over e to whatever. If we plug in a positive, it's just e to the whatever, not 0. And if we plug in 0, it's just e to the 0, which is 1. So because this term will never be 0, we are allowed to divide and cancel it out. So that term goes away. Then we're left with just quadratics. I get everything over to one side, and then I solve. So I get that, and then I add up the answers that I get because the question is asking for the sum of the two x-coordinates, and that's -5. Sorry that video was so fast. You should pause it and go through each step to see if you understand it. And then maybe listen to it, and then hopefully it works. Sorry, goodbye. Maybe you like it shorter. Alright, bye.